Alright y'all, so I had to get my girl, Danessa Myricks Beauty, Yummy Skin Best-Selling Blurring Buddies set. Sorry for the glare. This is how it looks. This is just basically her Blurring Balm blush powder thing here in a new shade. It's called not It's Girl. What's it called? It Girl. Yeah, it's called It Girl. Then you also get a mini, I'm reading up the site here. You also get a mini of the Universal Blurring Balm powder. And that's her product that won the Allure Best of Beauty for 2023. The packaging, y'all, is so pretty. I love it. Y'all, this is only $30. $30. I said the same thing, like, what? That's a steal. Like, wow. When one of these, I forgot the price, but I have the shade Dancing Queen here, as well as a really nice plummy berry kind of color. Beautiful on deep skin. I can't talk, y'all. It's already late and I'm doing all this, take it back off to film another Sephora haul. I ordered so much stuff from the sale. Most of it for my kid, not even for me, so I don't feel bad for it. But anyways, this is how it looks out of the packaging. And so it comes in like a little sliding thing like this. Just slide it out. It has a little sticker. You kind of open it like a little book, basically. Yeah, like this. And on the back has information, of course. So it's the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. That's this little mini. This is so cute. I got this for my kid too. I already have the shade Universal as well in the Blurring Balm Powder. I also have shade 9 for myself that I wear. But I have the Universal shade in my kit because it's great for all skin tones. Literally, it's universal. It's like translucent basically. And this little mini, y'all, how cute is this mini? That's how it looks. If you're new here, I can't do all this, okay? It ain't gonna really focus for real. So I'll show from a distance. That's so pretty. Doesn't have a smell for it anyways, but I love the stuff, y'all. This is great underneath makeup. Honey, it keeps those oils like at bay. This has the Upsolite formula in it that she's like known for basically. So this mini is gonna be perfect for my kit, to go in my kit, to take the big size out and put this one in because it is more compact, which is what I need for my kit. The inside of this is so luxe, all for $30. This is like a velvety kind of the inside here material, really plush, and just it looks really luxe for $30. Like Danessa like delivered on this. She's basically giving y'all this for free. This for free basically. And so again, this is the shade what I'm gonna try on real quick is It Girl. A really nice popping pink color. Can't wait for that. So my base is already done, primarily up until the point to where I apply blush. Usually I apply this before I apply my powder, but you know, it's fine. This brush is halfway decent. We're gonna use this. Okay. Again, no smell, just smells kind of like putty to me anyways. That makes sense. But yeah, so this is so pretty. Wow. Let's watch it real quick though. The formula, y'all, is so nice, and it feels like it'll be oily upon like swatching it and applying it. Like it's kind of going on dewy-ish, but this dries down to a powder formula and it's like not budging. It ain't gonna move. Let's go ahead and try it on one. I'm just taking my brush. You can use a brush or a sponge, I guess, but I prefer to use a brush. And I do know with all Danessa's products, this is the product on the brush, a little bit goes a long way. I have gotten away from applying blush on my cheeks like this for real. Like, I like it, but I've been liking it like this other way. I'm gonna do it this way, how I've been doing it, because it's a really nice pink. Look at that, the pigment. Insane. The formula is so nice, y'all. You can't mess it up for real. It's so like forgiving. Like if you do mess up your placement, it's not like you don't have time to blend to, it's not like you don't have time to blend it and get it how you want it to be placement wise. You can apply it and then it gives you time to basically blend. It doesn't dry down super, not my longboard now. It doesn't dry down super fast. This is so pretty. Wow. And notice how I applied this over my base already being set with powder and everything. It still applies beautifully. Look at that. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm lying. I was gonna say I've gotten away from doing my cheeks for real, but I still love the look. Like, it doesn't look like old folks like auntie, grandma like to me. I don't know. Like at first I thought it was giving it at first. Maybe because I'm getting older, I don't know. I just turned 35, you didn't know. And I'm like, girl, let's stop doing it on the cheeks like this. Or on the apples of the cheeks. I want to start doing it like up here and kind of like buff it like this and go upward that way. You know, because you're always trying to lift the face and blending up. You're never really blending down. I'm loving this color. Like, it's such a universal shade, I feel like. When I first saw it, I was like, ooh, honey, this is like bubblegum pink, you know, literally Barbie pink. And I was like, how is it gonna give, you know? But it is so stunning. Like, look at that. And I've actually been liking the trend of where, you know, the TikTok girls anyways are basically taking a shade like this nice pink shade and kind of blending it under the eye as well, kind of giving a nice kind of even more brightening under eye effect. I'm gonna take whatever's left. I ain't gonna add too much. Product is basically off the brush right now. I'm gonna take what's left and kind of like go under the eye like this. I'm hoping I ruin my makeup real quick doing this, but you know, we're experimenting. I ain't doing this for real. I'm about to film another video, so I want to kind of do a little quick try on haul of the things I did buy for my, not really for myself, but this is for myself. But some of this stuff I'm adding to my kit, and I have clients tomorrow in the morning. So y'all, dedication. It's like 10 o'clock, 10:01 to be exact. And here I am filming a YouTube video after I've worked today. Been out in the streets, honey. Hence why I'm just now filming this late, but it has to be filmed today so I can go ahead and put these products in my kit. So I'm gonna go in and build this up a little bit. So I'm adding a little bit, well, actually a lot more on the brush. It's so pretty and it blends beautifully. You can blend this with a brush or a sponge. I used to apply it with a sponge, but I'm actually liking how it's looking going on anyways with this brush. Ooh, it's giving like super baby doll effect. I'm actually loving it. At first I was like, okay, blush overload, but it's fine. Don't be alarmed, okay? We're gonna buff, we're gonna blend, and we're gonna move the product around. I have a napkin in front of me. I'm just kind of dusting off whatever's left on here on the napkin. I'm just gonna smell, take my dirty sponge, don't judge, and kind of further buff and blend. And the sponge it's a sponge, it's gonna soak up some of the product anyway, so it'll kind of dim down the pinkish shade if that's too much for you, which I actually love. This is so pretty. Oh, it's giving like princess vibes. It's giving definitely It Girl. The shade is called It Girl and it's giving It Girl. What do y'all think about this shade? Do y'all have this one? Did you pick up this holiday set? This is a steal of a deal. Again, it's $30. You get a full size of this Blurring Balm blush powder situation, as well as a mini of the Universal Blurring Balm powder. And that's the shade. You can basically use it as a primer underneath makeup. You can wear it alone. If you're just like a super oily kind of girl and you need your oils control, you can wear it alone. You can mix it in with foundation, like all kinds of ways you can use the Blurring Balm powder. So yeah, that's the shade not Dancing Queen. That's what I have already. This is the shade It Girl. It's kind of drying down a little bit matte on my hands anyways, but on the skin, loving this. So freaking girly. Love it. Okay, let's move on. Comment below what you think about this new shade, It Girl, in the holiday set. Want some more from Miss Danessa, Myricks. Love her. Again, $30. You can't beat it with a stick. Really good deal. Let's move on to my next product. This is super hype via social media, via TikTok, all the things. I wanted to try this next product out, not just for myself, but also this is going into my pro kit. I'm just going to use it on myself because it's a new product and it's hot. Well, it's not really new, but I'm going to demo it for y'all on Deep Skin because I've looked for reviews up and down. I've not found a lot of reviews for this product on people that look like me. All right, y'all, we are back. I have one eye done for the sake of time because it is fairly late and I still got to film another video. So this is none other than the next product anyway. It's the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. And of course I've just used it on this eye and this is the look I came up with. I'll try my best to use all of, well not all of them, but most of the shimmers in here. So this palette was super hyped, of course, and this is a relaunch for Mario because he basically released this and it was a limited edition and he brought it back, I guess, for holiday because of the shimmers and all this kind of stuff. But I got it inside the packaging. Looks, I took it out of course, but this is the actual eyeshadow palette. Looks like this. Is a nice matte kind of a situation going on here. I do have his Master Mattes palette. I use that in my kit only. It is my staple eyeshadow palette. Like I do a lot of neutral, natural looks. It just gives every time. So anyways, and this is the, again, Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. It has the colors on the back here, the names anyways. They go by EE 1, 2, 3 up until 12. 12 shades are in here, of course. EE standing for, of course, Ethereal Eyes, and has a mirror on it. This is the palette. I should have probably filmed this eye so I can see first impressions, but I'll get into it. So anyway, so I'm not sure how exactly it's looking to y'all. Hope it's not looking washed out. I'm gonna hop right into it. Just gonna try to do the same on this eye. So I used the deeper shade here mainly in my crease, and the last shade of course is EE12. That's the last shade. It has like his little stamp on it here. It says by Mario, if you can kind of see it there. I kind of tapped my brush in already, but anyways, so I used that in my crease, and I did notice a little kick up with the matte shades, even just tapping my brush in super lightly, I feel like. And with the Master Mattes palette, I honestly don't have that issue. So you know, that's, you know, whatever, a thing. But you know, usually that means the pigmentation is there if you have a palette that's like pretty powdery or whatever. So I'm focusing more the color here on my outer crease area here, and I just kind of messily put it here for real because I know I was doing for real. And whatever's left, I just kind of drag in my inner corner like that. But yeah, I mean, this color to me, even in person, it looks more on the grayish brown side, and I don't like that. You know, it looked more like an actual chocolate brown like on camera and how I thought it looked in person, but it's going on like kind of ashy gray-ish, and you know, I just don't know if I like that, you know, but it's fine. I'm gonna try to work with it. Then I went into another small little crease brush like this. Looks like this. The first brush is like this, my favorite brush to use for blending my crease. This one's another like smaller brush, kind of tapered still too. I'm going into E3, that's this shade here, this nice kind of beigey tone. Then I went to this one here, and that's E9, that one. Kind of mixed the both of those to kind of buff out my crease shade, the edges of that. It just has a lot of, it's kind of powdery, and you know, just I didn't expect that, I guess. I don't know. I never got the original Ethereal Eyes palette, so I don't know if the formula supposedly changed or what, huh? All I know is, you know, I have the Master Mattes palette, and those mattes blend like a freaking dream. They're not as powdery. They're pigmented. You know, I can't say these, I guess, thus far, the mattes that I've used are pigmented. It's just a little powdery, and I can do without all that. But you know, we live. Went a little bit too far down, but just kind of deepen it up a little bit more how I want it. All right, and then from here, I went into the shimmers. I played around with the shimmers to kind of really just see how they performed. So I went into E11. That's the first shimmer here. It's more of a popping gold. And I used my fingers for this. This one feels really soft to the touch, and I like the shade how it applies. I will say that. Now this shade applies beautifully with the finger. Look at that. Like, do you see that? I love the look. My fingers applied. And I just kind of added this shade here onto the lid. This one is really smooth, buttery, and I just love how it applies with the finger. It's a nice kind of melt into your skin kind of a look. And you can kind of use your fingers too to tap and blend. Now I can do a shade like this, y'all, just by itself. Well, not by itself. Well, actually good. But a nice little wet look. But I would actually put down like one of the browns or something like that and kind of top it off. That's what I want to use this for myself. I've been thinking about, you know, I want to see how it applies on myself before I actually think about going in and buying another palette for myself, because this wasn't my kit. But so far I'm not like, do I have to have it? I don't know. But anyways, I went into E11 next. That's this one. And I didn't use my fingers for that one. I'm tripping. I should have, but I didn't. I used a flat brush like this. Two sides I used. I think I used this side. It doesn't have as much shimmer. Just really trying to play around. This one feels more chunky. It's not as smooth and glossy feeling as the first shade I just put down. So I'm kind of going on with my brush and just kind of really going in with this one. And you can also wet your brush to get more of a pigmented look as well, if that's your, you know, thing. But I'm just, you know, for the sake of the video, I'm just like tapping it and pressing it on without having wet the brush. And I'm adding this one kind of like more so towards the outer outer eye, for real. You can kind of see how I'm putting it. So it's pretty. I like the reflex in it. It's kind of like golden, not golden, it's more like gray. It has like pink specks in it too. It's more grayish, grungy kind of color to me anyways. But I like the shimmers, I can say that. It's just so far the mattes, I'm not impressed. Like they kind of chalky almost, I feel like. And I don't like that. Not for the price point, baby. I think this was like, what, $68 for this palette? So I'm like, for the price, baby, I need this to kind of be like, I need all the shades to blend like butter, okay? So I'm flipping it over, and I'm going into what I went to next. This shade, this one, EE6. This one right here, this shade. Now this one, I like. I think this shade is more of the wet eye kind of a shade. And I wish I had just used this one probably by itself. And then the mattes, not the mattes, the shimmers to me don't have as much kick up for real. I was expecting to see a lot of, you know, shimmer and glitter and all this kind of stuff in my eyes for real. But that's what I like the shades, the shimmers are not really glittery per se at all. Like they're really like, they give luxury vibes. And that's one reason why I like the palette too, because I use a lot of higher end, of course, products in my kit, and I like to provide an experience. So I want to add this palette to it. But so far, I love the shimmers. I will say that. The shimmers, I can vibe with. Tapping this shade all over. The other shades I just put down as a topper kind of sort of anyway. So, and kind of use it to map out like a fake cut crease kind of vibe anyway. So I'm just tapping it. I really like this shade. Look at that. It's giving a lot of shimmer. Giving holiday-esque. All right, so after that, I went back into my little crease brush that I used the first time and dipping back in really lightly, trying to anyways, into the deeper shade, the last shade here in the palette, and just kind of mapping out really my eye shape. I like to do a nice pulled out kind of cat eye, winged eye kind of effect, starting on the lash line here and building up that pigment basically. Just think about like a V V shape. Going back in lightly again, just kind of reinforcing the crease color. It's also blend as well, so we don't see any harsh lines. And I'm so light on the brush, I'm tapping off a little of the pigment too, because I don't want it to go all the way in here. So I'm keeping more of it here, then I'm kind of dusting off and then going in lightly here. And just back and forth, windshield wiper motions. So overall, you know, it's okay. Going back into those same shades I used to buff out the crease color. So again, kind of go over. This is just how I like to blend eyeshadow. I like a seamless blend from top to bottom, baby. You don't want to be able to see where one shadow stops and the other one starts. It needs to all flow. But yeah, that's really it, y'all. I'm just being extra right now, but that's generally the outlook that I came up with here. And I like it, you know. It's just, like I said, that brown, it threw me for a loop because it looks more on the charcoaly, ashy gray side for a brown. And I just wasn't expecting that, I guess. Because that's not how it really looks here in the palette. It's giving, you know, an actual brown-ish. But here on the eye, it's giving ashy brown. So that's the eye look, essentially. I like the shimmers more. Let's do my under eye real quick. I forgot the under eye. All I did was just take the brown, the deepest shade brown, on a flat brush like this. Which, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Okay, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help me out. We're almost to 1K, finally, honey. I was like connected to the top like that on the ends. But it wants another cleaner, was clean, fluffy brush going into the lighter brown shade here to kind of buff out. That way it's no harsh line and just kind of softens it even more. All right, y'all, and that is the eyeshadow palette. Let me put on my mascara. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so we are back. What do we think of the finished look? I'm loving this blush. Like the color, at first I was like, she looked like a really bright popping pink, but look how it looks on the cheeks. Like, I love this like blurring. It blurs the look of any kind of pores you got going on. Like, and I have more of my texture-ish and pores along my cheeks for real. And the fact that this powder gives me like a blurred, flawless look, I'm loving it. The eyeshadow palette, the mattes, I told you I was questionable about, a question rather, but the shimmers and metallics, they are nice. I like the texture. I like how they go on, how they blend. They don't have as much fallout as the matte shades to me. Overall, I'm gonna keep trying it. This is not gonna be for my personal use though, so it's gonna be a little hard to report back because, well, not really. This is going to my pro kit, so I'm using this on my clients, not on myself, but I do like how the eyes turned out though. Like, looking at them, sit back some. I like how it looks. So comment below how y'all like the eyes, how you like the cheeks, how you like the products I tried today. Have you got these products? Have you tried them out? Comment below, let us know. Also, do not leave out. Please go ahead and thumbs up the video. It helps me out a lot, y'all, just to like the video. Also, while you're here, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. I would love for you to join the fam. I'm almost so close to 1,000. Y'all can taste it. So come on over here, join the fam, okay? Watch other videos like this on my channel. I have several here on the channel. Until next video, I will see you next time. Bye.